Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hey, what up, guys? It's your boy, Randy. In this video, I'm going to be trying out 6 different flavors of the newest sports drink. As you can see, I've got lots of cred. Do you like cred? If so, leave a comment down below. Maybe smash that like button.
Well, I think you know what we're talking about, kids. Because it's time, kids. She's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty. And together, we're the Salty and Petty Podcast. Duh.
That's right, kids. And this time, we're going to be talking South Park, not suitable for children, because we got cred.
We got cred. We got cred. It was a fucking Clyde episode.
What?
It was a fucking Clyde episode.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, you know what? It's so.
I liked it though.
I know it's funny. It's so effed up that it's like Stan and Cal were like, nah. That's okay. I love Randy's in it, but Stan's just like, nah.
Well, again,
Randy. I know.
Always Randy. At least we're not doing Integrity Farms.
Yeah, but we're still hanging out.
That's for the foreseeable future. I liked Cartman's Hamburger House. I'm gonna be controversial, and I think they should have kept it. The Hot Dog House, the Wiener House.
I know it seems like a lot of stuff they went back to status quo, but meanwhile,
we're still Integrity. Move back to the damn city. And does Token still live across the street? Did we ever find out if his dad was okay? We haven't seen his dad since Man Bear Pig. Streaming Wars. So it's a lot of things we gotta.
I know. So
this one was weird.
How do we get 2 specials in 1 year?
That was always the deal, though, right?
I know, but they weren't holding up their end of the bargain lately until now, were they?
Well, like I said, this one was weird because of the content, I guess. Which is why it got a surprise drop. Like it was supposed to actually air sooner, but then the network was like, I don't think so, buddy. So yeah, it was a lot of back and forth, and I don't think I think this is the most controversial special they've had in a long time. Since when they tried to show the Prophet Muhammad, I guess.
What? Why? Because of the subject matter, or just the big swing? Not big.
Well,
but the little swinging dong the whole episode. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Well, this is the thing though. I was laughing because I just watched that episode before. You had texted me like, "Hey, did you know that dropped?" And it was like Eek a Penis, right? Where they grow the penis on the mouse and it's running around. And that penis is bigger than Randy's, so I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's more young kids. I guess this is this is how South Park does it. Like, oh, cancel South Park, or they do the whole thing because back in the day, people always said South Park was targeting children, but they're like, no, it's just adult animation about children.
Yeah.
That whole thing. So, but they blew up on TikTok remember when Kyle and Token doing the little TikToks?
Oh, yeah.
That was when it blew up on TikTok and got this whole new influx of Gen Alpha and Gen Z. And I really feel like this is a response to that, especially since the influencer in this is definitely a very thinly veiled parody of Logan Paul, who is the complete and utter douchebag. I'd say Logan LaDouche is actually a better influencer than Logan Paul, but that's a whole nother conversation. Not to shit talk a fellow YouTuber, but if you follow any of the Logan brothers, Logan, yeah.
I don't know how to not make videos.
Yeah, that's a whole generation now that's grown up wanting to be YouTubers and now TikTokers and just content creators in general. And you have to be careful. I totally get the metatextual situations of this on so many levels. I thought it was really funny, but a weird way to get their message across, I guess.
Yeah.
But I like that. I think this is my favorite one so far since the COVID 2-parter.
Mm-hmm. It was good. I mean, and again, it seems like they went for a couple different things, but it worked better than last time. It's they're kind of calling out.
They were so far down on the train on that whole thing. It's like MCU is in shambles, babes. It's been in shambles. I've been ringing that alarm for 5 years. Come on, babes.
I know, but I can't see the name Kathleen Kennedy anymore without hearing Cartman's voice in my head.
Oh, that's unfortunate for her.
I know.
It's giving Jennifer Lopez and taco flavored kisses at this point.
See. But yeah, no, I mean, they tackled OnlyFans. They tackled the
how those sports drinks actually aren't healthy for kids. Like, you can put all the vitamin A you want in it. It still has more caffeine than a Monster Energy drink. It's damn near more caffeine in that damn drink that is killing people at Panera Bread. So it's like,
yeah, I know.
Oh, it's not for kids. But babes, you do directly market to children. I totally got it. I thought it was really funny. I totally got everything that they were saying in this one.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know. Yeah, I know some of the kids in Lucas School are drinking those drinks. I don't know if they still are.
Oh, my God. Yeah, don't let your children drink that.
Yeah.
I've given up Monsters, unfortunately, and Mountain Dew for the year because I'm training for a marathon. And I was like, oh, sports drinks. So I was like, I guess I'm going to have to stick with Gatorade. Tried and true, buddy. Tried and true.
I mean, I don't know if they're any better, but I know like V8 has like cans of like it's supposed to be like more natural energy.
Yeah, no, that's still filled with sugar.
Yeah.
Shockingly high amounts of sugar because everybody uses damn high fructose corn syrup, which is just absolutely awful. So just rather give your kids pure sugar cane than drink that crap. Just saying.
But yeah, I knew when they were talking about cred, they were really talking about Prime.
And I'm so far off the bandwagon. I was just like, I mean, I've seen it, and I know it's like Logan Paul and like MSI, like they promote it, and they have like all these like drops and stuff. And like even at my like my Sam's Club, they have the little water flavor packets with it too now. And like, I didn't know Prime was that big of a deal, like because I don't have kids.
I mean, so. I mean, at least around here, I mean, as far as I know, I didn't know if people were like, oh, I got this flavor, I got this flavor. It's just I thought they were just like, oh, hey, yeah, you drink it, yeah, me too.
I mean, is like Prime this generation's clearly Canadian or Orbeez or Sobe?
They're Crystal Pepsi, if you will.
No, that's something completely different. But like, I don't know, like you're a little bit older than me, but like I remember back in my day, it was like, oh, what flavor clearly Canadian do you have? And now that it's like back in Sam's Club, I was just like, yeah, I'm getting them all.
I'm waiting to see your videos. Hey, I may be old, but I'm still not as old as Ray. What the F?
Poor Ray. But yeah, no, so I was like, and then I go to look at it, and like a couple of the YouTubers that were talking about it were like, you know, I knew that the guy that they're making fun of was totally bad, but like to be marketing this to like kids, like I guess that's the only way he could be still famous is that young kids like him. Yeah. Or whatever. So I don't know. It's kind of eye opening on that front. I just thought it was just like, you know, it's like a wannabe Gatorade. I remember Matt Pat did a video on it about why it actually does taste better than like Gatorade. It's because they're using less potassium, which gives it the salty flavor of Gatorade. Okay. Yeah, on Food Theory he did one, and he was explaining it's like, well, and how his claims are like actually not true and all that. So it's
so salty.
Exactly. Well, actually, and it only tastes salty when you actually need it, and it tastes sweet when you actually don't need it. So that's fascinating biochemistry for sure with the whole Gatorade thing. So science. But yeah, let's just like talk about the episode. So we open with Cartman. I'm like, oh no, not another Cartman special. And he's drinking cred. His whole refrigerator is filled with cred because of course it is. I think we need Cesar Millan to come back and train Cartman a little better. He is getting out of control again. Or he needs to at least go back on the Zoloft, which is the implication of a lot of his issues, right?
Yeah,
canon.
You know, Cartman has to be at the front and center of every new trend.
Yeah, but like, I'm so sick of Cartman. I'm like, where are Kyle and Dad? Where is Kenny? No shade to butter. Where is Kenny?
I know.
Justice for Kenny.
I'm like, we really didn't see Kenny much this episode. I'm like, is it?
We haven't seen Kenny in a long time.
I'm like, was this like a subtle statement? Like his family was too poor to get all the credit or something? I'm like,
it's just weird how the characters are rotating, and like I said, Clyde of all people.
Oh yeah, and then it just hit
Jimmy? No, Timmy. No, was it Timmy or Jimmy? I forget.
Which one? Were they either that? I was gonna say, were either of them in this episode? No, I know the one. What's his face? Who was?
Oh no, it was Tweek. It was Tweek.
Oh, Tweek. Yeah, Tweek.
That's what I'm thinking of. Like Tweek and Butters and Clyde. What is going on?
I know.
And so this episode was written by Trey Parker and directed by Trey Parker. Again, as I've said before, it's given Peter and Kevin from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, our faves are breaking up. It's a subtle divorce, and Matt just doesn't want to be around anymore.
Really?
I mean, like, this is definitely Trey. It's always kind of been Trey's show, but like, I can tell the lack of Matt influence lately. The like last 2 seasons of South Park and these last couple of specials for sure. Yeah.
What do you think? Is that part of the problem too? Because wasn't like Matt more? Was he more of Kyle and like involved with more of the Kyle stuff and
yeah.
So
like when's the last time we had a speech, man? Like. Like I said, I can't even like I will stand by this, and you can roast me all you want. I can't watch the first 6 seasons of South Park. It is so cringe.
Oh my,
it's so bad. I
can't.
My. Like I tried to watch some of the earlier stuff, especially like the Miss Garrison seasons. Oh my god, like so bad. So like, but like at the same time, there's gems in every single season, but like. It's not around till like season 8 where it's like actually like consistently funny and they really actually figured it all out and it's like a formula and it's fun to just watch the formula unfold. And then of course once we get to serialization or semi-serialization and stuff like that, that's where it gets a little more tricky and it becomes hit and miss again. But like I'd say season 8 through 16 are like the golden years.
Well, as I've said, is it just a changing beast, or it's like now we're like all on like current events? You know, back in the day, it was just Cartman gets an alien anal probe. You know, it's just
yeah. Well, yeah. Once they kind of went with that, and they actually like found a way to like roast both sides and not like the whole initial Man Bear Pig where they didn't believe in global warming and were like I would give Al Gore shit too. Like I have as I said on the Patreon, if you're a Patreon member, about my beef with Al Gore. You didn't invent the internet and you didn't save the freaking electric car. Calm the fuck down. Thank you. And you could have been president. You could have been a contender, but you effed it up.
Oh my lord! I saw people online saying, well, you know, if Bill Clinton hadn't been such a womanizer and stuff, you know,
people were still willing to rally behind him, but he just did not want him to do the campaign trail for him. He lost his own home state of Tennessee. Like, your home state didn't vote for you, bro. Like, figure it out, man. Just saying. So, but yeah, it's just really funny, like, watching this. And it coming full circle. Think of the children. Like, we haven't had a think of the children moment in South Park in so long. Like, no controversy. Like, it's just gone on after that initial night, you know, when it first premiered and people were, like, really upset about it. It's like, well, you know, watch what your children are doing.
Oh, yeah.
Stop letting them be iPad babies and we wouldn't have this problem. I don't know what to tell you.
There's no children.
I mean, like I said, my parents let me watch what I wanted to for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much okay. I mean, they tried to be strict about it, and then I would just ask. I didn't have to sneak unless it was Skinamax, of course. You know.
Yeah.
Now kids just have free reign on the old corn hub. So you know, OnlyFans. Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever been on OnlyFans.
So
I don't know how it works. Like, I thought you needed like a credit card or something.
I thought you had to pay unless people are leaking it or something, you know.
Well, yeah, people leak it on the onto the hub all the time. But like, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, like, what are the safeguards for like age verification for a site like that? Because not all of it is allegedly not all of it is sexual content. Like, there's some people on there that got kicked off of, say, Twitch or YouTube, and they do it that way, and it's not sexual content. Like, apparently there are some people that just like do baking streams on there or stuff, just like people that or got kicked off of Patreon or something like that they use that as an alternative source to generate income for their online content. But it's most known for the spicy content. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, I feel bad for those people, because then you know there's probably people on there being, oh, why did you get naked, or you know.
Well, people do that on Twitter.
Oh, that's true.
So, you know, you can find porn on Twitter. You know, the internet is a hellscape. Like, honestly, I think about, like, Web 2.0 versus, like, Web 1.0. I will tell you, unless you went actively looking for porn back in the day, like, back in the 90s and early 2000s, you wouldn't run into it.
No.
Honest to God, you wouldn't run into it. Now, on, like, corporate-run freaking social media, you can find whole like, like I remember the first time I came across random porn on Twitter, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, truly, Twitter is the hell of the internet. Truly,
your whole week?
Especially now.
Is
So
your
like,
whole
but like,
week?
yeah, I don't know how they do that. How they keep kids off of OnlyFans.
I wonder if like the rule is supposedly. I wonder if it's like if it's gonna be like pornographic or adult content, you have to put it behind the paywall, maybe or.
No, I think everything is a paywall. Like, I don't like just generally how like sex work works, especially on the internet and advertising. Like you just put up like mild things, and then you say like what you're willing to do, like in your bio or whatever, and then people have to like click in. But I heard like one of those was it Tana Mojo or some YouTuber had like started an OnlyFans, and she had like explicit stuff on her front page or something like that. So that's where I'm like kind of confused about like how do you gatekeep these things. Now it's a big serious thing. Like I don't want the government to be invasive and be like, you need facial recognition in your government card to be on these sites, because let's be for real, nobody's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Nobody's that desperate, or everybody gets a VPN and fake IDs or something like that. Like it'll just be a cat and mouse game worth more trouble than it is. But that does have my curiosity piqued, is like I might be having to take care of my freaking godchildren for an indefinite amount of time. So it's like, yeah, now I got to figure out how these things work. So yeah, I'm kind of weirded out.
Little hellfire with children. Oh my lord.
Well, they're teenagers. Well,
okay.
2 teenagers and a tween.
Okay.
Like I told you, I prefer babies in diapers where they can just whine and you change their diaper and they're fine. Whereas they're talking back to you and asking you for money.
Yeah, teens.
My favorite stage of childhood.
Yeah, but teens. I mean, they're kind of more independent. You just gotta check in. Come on.
I mean, this world is crazy. Like, check your children. I think that's the whole point of South Park. It's like, yeah. Like, I know I was fine. My parents were pretty like liberal and relaxed, but like, I really didn't do anything. Like, it's just like whatever. I wait till I got to college, like normal people.
we thought that it was crazy in the 90s.
Well, I mean, like, think about it. I'm like I said, this is like the great thing about being a millennial. You get that analog childhood of like the 80s and the 70s, the Gen Xers, of like roaming around without a cell phone, miles away from home. You just had to be home when the street lights were on. Now these kids have like all this technology, you know, like LifeLock, where they can track your location and all this stuff, and they still find a way around it. You know, kids will find a way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just thought it was really interesting.
I mean, back to the OnlyFans thing. I don't know if here or even on Patreon should we try to talk to a OnlyFans someone who
you know
has
what we should do for Patreon? We should just go see what OnlyFans is about. Like I said, it's weird. Like I totally love the concept that whole joke about farm to table porn, where they're cutting out the managers and all of that stuff for the most part that are just like really greedy, which is just a problem in the entertainment industry in general. You know, your manager, your PR, everybody gets a cut, you know, and you like, first of all, the government takes half when you're like entertainment at a certain level. They take half off the top of what you get. If you make like over $1 million, unless you have like loopholes and a really good tax attorney, they take it right off the top. And then your managers and stuff they're literally taking it from the gross, not the net. So you're like, really, it's a whole thing. It's a whole scam. And porn is even worse than actually the main industry of entertainment. So I like the idea of OnlyFans and everybody being in control and nobody having to do something that they wouldn't necessarily want to do. There's not, you know, they do what they want for the most part, unless they're being trafficked. Not to get dark, but like, you know, for the most part, like true independent entertainers, it gives them more control of their career and stuff like, and the money's going directly to them. So I like that idea, but at the same time, it's like, what are the safeguards?
Yeah, we have to find someone to explain, maybe someone on the inside to explain this to us.
I'm sure if you just message somebody on OnlyFans, they'd come on for like $5.
Or just or free publicity, love.
Yeah, people will do anything for free publicity. I didn't like the implication that people thought Randy was trying to beat their wife and they were okay with it though. Because first of all, Sharon would kick Randy's ass.
Oh yeah.
That shake weight history, you know what I'm saying? She's got those upper arm string.
I love how just out of it he is. He's like, how is she getting more views than me?
That's men's ego, though. See, and that's another thing why men don't like girls that do porn, because it's one of the only industries where women make more money than men. Men are very disposable in the adult entertainment industry. Like, if you can't get it hard, next guy in line standing right behind you.
Oh yeah, there's always gonna be a big line. Yeah.
So. Whereas women are the main talent for the most part. So,
but I don't think we saw this much dong in a South Park episode since Prince Harry.
Hey-o. No, Ika Penis. Like, that definitely is the one with the most penis to screen time ratio.
I know, but just Prince Harry rubbing his blue dong on the window for Cal.
If he's got a blue waffle, he should go get that taken care of.
We want privacy.
God, that episode was so
That's so the best when he opens up her head. He goes, "Hello."
Yeah, I like South Park's take on this. I guess like I can see it from both sides. I think these were better trending topics than what we've had previously.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't like like I said, I just didn't really like the cast. Like Butters, he's just there. He's obviously he's been the Kenny replacement for a very long time. So I just have to live with that. But Cloud and Tweak.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense for Tweak, right? Because like Craig's full of caffeine, and you know, he's addicted to it. I love how they were like he went and bought the empty bottle from what's his face.
That's what I thought you were talking about before. Yeah, what's his face? Yeah, the one who was like selling the steroids to Jimmy before. Yeah.
That was really funny, and I was like, he only had enough for a bottle,
an empty bottle. Yeah.
And Cartman and his damn affinity group. I didn't even know what that was. I was like, what?
Oh my god, you didn't even know?
Leave it to Cartman to know about that.
We're gonna start an affinity group, and then we can do it.
He's like, because, you know, they won't let white people be proud. I'm like, you can't. It's just you take it to the extreme. Didn't you try to exterminate the Jews on several occasions? Matter of fact, didn't you feed your dad to your half brother? Like, Cartman, we gotta keep an eye on you. It's
I know, even like yeah. What was that towards the end of the episode when when was it? Butter says, "Oh yeah, let's start a group where we'll just feel good about being ourselves," and Cartman says, "No, we can't do that. We're white." Even I was like, "Oh, jeez,
rough."
Yeah,
rough. Like I said, I didn't even really know what an affinity group was, and I'm just like, okay, cool, learn something new. Thanks.
So that is
South Park.
I was gonna say that. I'm sure that's probably a thing, but I was like, yeah, I never.
No, it is. But I just literally never heard of it because I don't like to be a part of a group. I don't feel the need to be part of a group.
Except for the Capes and Lunatics kids. And you could be too.
We're more of a disjointed network of insane people,
Plausible deniability.
Independent actors.
But if you want to join our team, we have a Patreon.
If you want to be a patron that gets bullied like poor Ray Ray, please do sign up.
If you want to see us doing things on the internet, yes, join the Patreon.
So many things. Let's see.
We have topless videos on there.
We do. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my favorite scene is where the FBI shows up towards the end, and he's like, "Now you got minors making."
Oh, I know.
Show it, and it was actual minors with dongs out. I was just like, "Dong is a medical term."
I know. I was like, well, yeah, with the minors, with the helmets, yeah.
Dong is a medical term. Fight me, nerds. I think that was definitely my favorite scene. Like I said, the end did fizzle out with it tracing back to Clyde's stepmom. And I was like, oh yeah, Clyde's real mom died, but she looks just like his other mother.
Well, the father is a type.
Oh, a serious type. But I was like, remember she got sucked down into the toilet that episode? She died. And I totally didn't think about that. So I was like, wait a minute, his stepmom? And we don't really spend time. The last time we saw his parents, I think, was the one with the Wunderschlauch. The Slash one?
Oh,
when they find out Slash isn't real. Crack Baby Association League. That one.
Okay. Yeah, I'd forgotten about the mother and everything. Yeah. Shut up, you're not my mother.
I was just like, oh, okay.
I know.
But, it's so funny, though. It's like, Randy, babes, I hate to be the one to tell you, you're not going to make any money on OnlyFans. You're not what they're looking for.
Oh, no.
You got to be a little more hairy. Or a little more skinny. You either need to be a furry bear or a skinny twink. Sorry, Randy, that ain't you. That's it. That's who makes that. That's the guys that make money on OnlyFans.
I was waiting for him to be like, oh yeah, well, I have more guys than you did.
Yeah, I can't believe Sharon actually did it though. Like she's showing up with Chanel and Gucci bags, and she's like, "I'm willing to stop anytime you want to." And Randy's just sucked into his own world, calling customer service, and they're trying to tell him how to get into the.
Oh yeah, I felt called off. Yeah, you got a hashtag, and you got to find trending topics.
Hashtags are dead on every social media, by the way.
Yeah.
So if whoever tells you that, just tell them to go fuck themselves.
Wow. Yeah, but you just got to find the right topics.
Hashtags don't work on any social media.
Well, not hashtags. I'm just saying the actual topic.
It's all about SEO, baby. SEO.
Okay, Rob.
Oh, then they go to that CVS pharmacy. Now, that's actually based on a real thing. Like, the kids didn't tear the place completely apart, but like they do like these limited drops and false scarcity tactics to make it seem bigger than it is.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure there's many companies who do that. I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I think almost every company now, like Mountain Dew specifically, when they have those limited time flavors or whatever, they're flaming hot, or it's only at like some random Shell gas station 80 miles away from your house on purpose.
Those monsters.
I spend too much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
Well, cannabis and Mountain Dew, but not this year, kids.
I love how she's like, yeah, she's
got money I'm gonna save this year.
Okay, not this year. I was gonna say she's trying. I suppose she got all this caffeine, but Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I'm giving it up this year. I haven't had any this year at all.
Do you think you go through this year and not drinking any of the Mountain Dews, your energy drinks? Do you think there's any possibility at the end of the year you're going to be like, you know what? I feel so much better. I'm not going to go back.
No. So here's the thing about me. Why I drink so much caffeine is that I have ADHD. It helps me focus. It's actually better than taking any of those pills that make you sick and slow and stupid. So like that's why I drink so much caffeine. It does the opposite. It's just like if you don't actually need Ritalin, you're like, you know, it's so caffeine has the opposite effect on me. It calms me. It's synergy. It's terrible, but like, I mean, a lot of people are, you know, eating out of non-BPA free plastics and, you know, weird shit, man. You know, I've also toned down my screen time a lot to reduce radiation. Like I've done a lot of like little things. So, but I need my caffeine. I'm actually miserable without it. Maybe like after like the 30-day mark, it's just withdrawal. But
I mean, yeah, I can see that with the caffeine. I'm probably a little like that, but everything
is sugar free, which is actually even worse because those sugar free substitutes are terrible.
The cannabis doesn't help you concentrate?
No, that just puts me to sleep and gives me an appetite.
Okay.
It's the only thing that helps me remember to eat, actually.
I wasn't sure if that was just a stereotype or it's just like, oh, no, it does make you sleepy and hungry.
Well, indica is my favorite. I don't like sativa. I do indicas. Indicas are the ones for, like, sleep. And sativa is more for, like, people, like, that do for, like, pain. That's like if you tell your doctor that you have arthritis, they'll tell you to do sativa.
So when is this?
Fun facts.
So when is this marathon?
December 16th.
Oh, December? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I could have done the one for Christmas, but... Again, I don't know how long I'm taking care of my godchildren, so don't know if I need to be home for Christmas. So I decided to do the other one.
Nah.
But yeah, a lot of this is like kind of funny, eye-opening, and then I go, oh yeah. As you like start looking at it, it's like I remember when that happened with the Prime drinks. Yeah,
I know.
They're like, we can't go home without it, and I just love how like Cartman wouldn't let the kid that actually did love Prime in. Like, clearly the kid loves Prime and you're just jealous of him.
Oh, yeah, the rich kid, yeah.
He's gotta grow up. Like, if he's gonna be more of the focal point, like, now that Stan and Kyle are out, like, he's gotta grow. Like, he just grates me. Cartman grates me so bad, man.
Yeah, but is he, like, that generation's version of Randy, where it's basically just, like, he doesn't get it, and, you know, he's our vehicle to talk about all these trends, because he's always the one that jumps on the trend as soon as it comes out?
I guess, but, like, I don't know, like, I feel like they devolved Cartman. Like, I actually kind of liked when he was scamming everybody when he was with Heidi and he was just pretending to actually be a good guy, you know, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a guy like that, you know?
Oh, yeah, I knew at least one or two of them, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I found that was a better twist on Cartman than they just kind of reverted him back. And like I said, like the whole hot dog house was really cool. It was
the hamburger,
of his own actions.
Was it hamburger or hot dog?
It was a hot dog. It was the Wiener House.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like a weenie hut or something. I forget what they called it specifically, but abandoned weenie hut. I really like the consequences of that story. It was hilarious. I was really sad when they moved back into the old house, though. But yeah, like I don't know. I thought it was really funny. It's the influencer agency now. See, I think that Trey better watch his back because, like, low-key, kind of sort of how it works. Maybe they don't take you in a room and auction you, but a lot of people's opinions, looking at you, Joe Rogan, are to the highest bidder. Like, he jumped on that COVID train, right? Like, he used to just be kind of like a dumb meathead with his stoned ape theory and all that stuff, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, you know, he's an MMA announcer. What the fuck does he know? He's a goober. Everybody loves listening to a goober, whether you feel like he's right or wrong, right? But then, like, he really went in all in on, like, the extreme right and the whole Trump is my guy thing, and now he can't go back because that audience will give you a lot of money. More money than Boot You. I feel like that is definitely a thing, and I can't believe Trey actually kind of put that out there into the ether.
Yeah, I think that's the all these guys, I think they, when they find out they can make so much money from that audience, but they don't,
I mean, I just look at like Tucker Carlson and Glenn Beck, and it's like, I promise you, it's just something about Bill O'Reilly. I'm like, you don't believe this. You have that dead shark look in your eye. You hate. Like, you can just tell certain people are just there for the money. Mm-hmm. Especially any blonde lady on Fox News. They are there for the money.
Yeah.
That black guy won what he is there for the money.
Oh, well, again, most of them are doing it for the money. I mean,
now there are some true believers.
That's what I said.
There are some true believers.
There are a few true believers, but I say most of them are there for the money. I mean,
now I would say back in the day, old Fox News. I'm talking like if you know, red eye Fox News. Those were true believers. Now everybody else is just kind of doing it for the lulz and the money. They all want to be the next Rush Limbaugh. They'll never be. Thank God they'll never be another Rush Limbaugh.
No, but I'm just saying money wise, they want to be the next Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah. Now he was a true believer. That man was all venom and spite and Percocet pills.
Or he was just good at it. Yeah, at that BS.
Nah, he actually spent time with those people, went to those parties. Like, the whole thing about Rush Limbaugh that it's an interesting rabbit hole to fall down, honestly. But yeah, he kind of started that whole thing, and it's interesting to see how far that whole grift has come. And like I said, you can definitely tell. Like I just said, oh, Joe Rogan, you felt, and he did actually get a COVID vaccine, and he will say like certain things when he's wrong, like certain things, not everything, but certain things. So I can kind of like appreciate him for that, but like it's just so interesting to see how COVID really changed the landscape of entertainment. And now with the writer's strike and like money's not there, how many people are just coming out against Oprah and all these other people now? Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, they didn't pay me, and I'm just like, ooh. I mean, I've been knowing that, but like you're not supposed to say that in public. So I think 2020, and like Cat Williams just went off on a bunch of people. Oh my God, please go watch that Cat Williams interview on the Shay Shay Club. It was so good. It was so good. I was like, he said Kevin Hart. I said so long ago, and I'm like, industry plant. Thank you.
Oh,
nobody agrees with me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I said people thought I was crazy. I was just like, okay.
Oh, is that why
somebody that actually knows?
Is that why Kevin Hart was trending one day? Okay.
Yeah. And he's got a show with Kenan Thompson. Like, my friend was like, I think he'll have a podcast. I'm like, oh no, baby, that's Kevin Hart.
I love poor Kenan.
Him and Kenan don't get along. Him and Kel don't get along like that.
Yeah, but did they put out another one?
That Good Burger 2 movie? Yeah. I was like, is this CGI? Is this real life? Like, I couldn't get past 15 minutes. I used to freaking love those two. And now they're just a sad shell of their former selves.
Really?
Like every Nickelodeon and Disney kid.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, oh, this is like, there was so many rabbit holes. Like if you didn't know what was going on to fall down, and like that's what I miss about old South Park, right? They'll make a joke that maybe you don't get. You kind of like Google and go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's, and next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. and you're on YouTube watching a each part is 4-hour documentary by some kid out of his mom's basement. I miss those days. Truly. The internet is like, well, while you can find like just straight up porn on almost any like, social media, like the web isn't as wild as it used to be. Like everything is very curated and therefore a purpose. Where you can't just fall down rabbit holes anymore. It's
yeah. You go in a certain direction, you know what you're going to find. Yeah, but yeah, back in the day, man.
And then you get stonewalled. It's like, oh, you're out of videos. Back to puppies, bitch. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. If you know, you know. Like once you get to that point in the algorithm circle, like, oh, nope, you've gone too far. Back to the main page of YouTube you go.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's really interesting, the evolution of algorithms and how influencers have grown. Like, if you're a kid of a certain generation, like my age, iCarly was speculative fiction. We didn't actually have influencers doing actual web content creation. That was speculative, like going to parties and trying to get sponsored. And it literally comes full circle, right? Mm-hmm. In the iCarly reboot, and you see the aftermath of somebody who was a child YouTuber trying to be an adult and trying to get back into it. It's just really interesting.
You heard it here first, kids. iCarly was propaganda.
Not propaganda. It was predictive programming.
It rewrote all the young minds, so they were all right with all these.
Well, it was Nickelodeon. If you know, you know. That's a whole rabbit hole on its own. That is, I'm not gonna get into.
Oh my!
It's proven too, so it's like not even it's a proven conspiracy theory at this point.
Well, did I hear something? What was it? So at least one or two of those producers of some of those shows shouldn't have been around.
Dan Schneider, yeah. That's all you need to Google. So, yeah, it's just really. I was really fascinated by this one. Like, this one really got me. Like, I've been kind of not so big on South Park lately, especially the specials.
Maybe she should have had more of the caffeine, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my caffeine this year. If coffee starts smelling good to me, then I know I had a problem. I had a true, like, I think coffee is just so disgusting. No offense to coffee drinkers, but the smell that, like, coffee, like, even, like, the super, like, frappa mochaccino with whipped cream, it smells disgusting to me. And shout out to everybody who drinks black coffee. Looks like poop water. No thanks.
I know.
No thanks.
I know.
Sorry, Big Coffee.
Starbucks snipers are surrounding our house as we speak.
First of all, fuck Starbucks and fuck Dunkin' Donuts.
Whoa!
Enough said. Not gonna get into that, but yeah, they can go kiss my whole asshole.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Anyway, yeah, I just thought it was gonna. I was like, I don't know how they got like OnlyFans and Prime, like, and how it like came in and dovetailed together. Like, I just don't know how they do it. I was like, I just started the episode and I'm just like, okay, what?
OnlyFans and Prime. I love when we start with Mr. Mackey. Oh, someone in the school got an OnlyFans.
And the teacher makes a supplementary income. That is her income. Pay teachers more and pay nurses more. Pay EMTs. Like, I remember during the pandemic, there were like a ton of people doing OnlyFans to supplement their income. Yeah, wasn't there got laid off and stuff?
Yeah, wasn't there a female paramedic? Like, yeah, she got in trouble for it. Yeah, and it's like, she's not making enough money.
So pay teachers more.
Anybody in the medical profession or teachers, pay them more.
And it technically, like, I guess because technically, I think teachers still do. I think this goes back to like the school mom days where they do have like for lack of a better term, a good behavior clause in their contracts. Which is why they're not supposed to have an OnlyFans, but it's the kids aren't supposed to see it. And it reminded me of that drone episode. That's what it reminded me of. Nobody's supposed to look at it, but the views keep growing.
They're not.
It was a good callback to a lot of the like classic South Park stuff that I know and love. I wouldn't say it's a return to form, but it's a start.
I wonder if that's the feedback where they're like, get back to some of the hits.
Well, listen, I don't know what's going on with Matt and Trey's relationship, but they need to mend it because they do kind of want South Park to be done and over with that part of their life. But, like, how can you turn down the money?
I mean,
you know what I mean? Yeah. How can you turn it down?
I heard a story not too long ago. I think, was it Hall & Oates? It was one of those, like, famous duos where it's like, I think they said, like, they couldn't get along, but they would tour together and do concerts, but they would stay in separate hotels. They wouldn't see each other until they literally walked on stage. They performed together on stage, and then boom, they were gone, and they didn't see each other. Nothing. But they kept the money train going.
Right, which is crazy because it's like, so like, Kevin, they broke up and everything, right? And like they're never ever getting back together. To quote Taylor Swift here, but like there's a couple of people like that right now that I'm not gonna name names because I don't want to disappoint people. They hate each other. They have separate tour buses. The whole deal. So yeah.
You know what? I'm just when are we gonna get the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce episode?
I think they're due for a breakup around April. So.
No, they need
maybe May at the latest.
They need to do
right before Memorial Day weekend. I feel like they're not going to make it to Memorial Day weekend.
They need to do two-parter. One while they're together, then the next episode after they break up.
I think it's a Family Guy to actually do a Taylor Swift Travis Kelce commentary because you remember they did have a Taylor Swift episode before, so it's not a. Listen, a lot of people don't like Family Guy, but like some of those earlier seasons, they called it about Caitlyn Jenner. Is all I'm gonna say. Something be knowing stuff, bro. He be knowing stuff. He's been to those parties. He's seen things. He knows things.
Oh my!
It's all satire and parody until all the puzzle pieces come colliding together. That's all I'm saying. Simpsons ain't predicted nothing in a while. Meanwhile, Family Guy's over here giving away trade secrets. That's why I still watch, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I thought it was really solid. The opening song could have been better. Like, we do better musicals. I was really kind of disappointed about that, I guess.
Oh, the yeah, with
the whole cred song and stuff. It was just like, okay, whatever. And you can totally tell that all the voice actors are changed. They're just old because everybody sounds so different.
Yeah,
it's so noticeable as an OG fan.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen to season 1 Cartman and listen to Cartman in this episode. Yeah.
It's like, babes, can we just send them to 6th grade already? Please and thank you.
And Randy, we need them to hit puberty. Come on.
Yeah.
You could say that's why their voices sound different. They've hit puberty.
It's like the token effect, right? We're not supposed to say anything. We know. They know we know. But it's just a little inside joke at this point. But yeah, I need them to go to 6th grade, please. Like, we haven't even seen a 6th grader in a decade. So...
Oh yeah,
I think since when they had to return
the Lord of the Rings, but it was the porn. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know the right direction if they truly want South Park to continue.
Hey, that was a good classic episode. I don't think the only current topic, it might have been Lord of the Rings, but it's like, remember the 6th graders are like, "Oh, we'll give you it back." But we wanted a picture of Stan's mom's boobs, and then they drew nipples on Cartman's butt cheeks and took a picture.
Well, I guess Sharon does have the sweetest boobs, seeing how her OnlyFans was racking up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, see, that could have been they bring it back around if those 6th graders had been the ones, the ones who weren't supposed to be watching it. Those 6th graders were the ones subscribed.
I think, middle school, we know middle schoolers get into stuff. That's where all the mess and the trauma happens in those middle school years. It's a little more shocking when it's a 4th grader or a 2nd grader, honestly. Like there was like I remember a story not too long ago, probably like 2-3 years ago. There were like kindergartners having oral sex in a bathroom.
Whoa! Wow! What?
Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. And like that 1st grader that brought a gun and shot his teacher. Like,
yeah,
had it been like a 6th grader, it's like, well, that tracks. But like 1st grade.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, it's like what the parents expose them to and let them watch or whatever, and
yeah. I have a couple of teacher friends, and the stories they tell me are shocking. Like, I have a friend that's like a kindergarten teacher, then I have a friend that's like a 5th grade teacher, and I have somebody that teaches high school. And they were like, I'm going to go to middle school. I don't want to deal with these high schoolers. I'm like, babes, you're missing the point. You need to be a tenured professor. That's what that should be the goal for everybody.
Yeah. I mean,
that way it's just a politics game.
I mean, it just shocked me, like, when Lucas started kindergarten years ago, and like, they had the orientation like before the first day, and they're like, telling everyone, "Oh, make sure your kids get enough sleep, and make sure they have a good breakfast." I'm like, we shouldn't have to tell parents to make sure.
Oh no, some of these parents.
I know, we do have to tell them, but we shouldn't have to. Take care of your kid. Make sure they get enough sleep and eat well, and
Yeah, it's kind of like like really, most people feel like, oh, if you're sick, don't go out. But if you do, wear a mask. Everybody has to wear a mask because everybody's irresponsible. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things.
Again, we used to let evolution take its, nature take its course. But now it's like, why do you think there's labels on what? Probably detergent.
Bleach.
And yeah, don't drink it because.
Well, to be fair, there used to be lead in paint.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the boomers. And we're finding out all these long-term effects of certain things. It's like, because they didn't care about their kids back in the day. You've seen the lawn darts. You know.
Hell, I mean, they used to give these women fluminamide and stuff, and
Yeah. They used to say it was okay to drink and smoke while you were pregnant.
Oh, yeah. Too. Remember, what was that, the 50s? Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah.
You want a small baby? Smoke some cigarettes.
Smoke it'll make you healthy, see?
Yikes. We've come a long way. And I feel content creation, I feel like the General Marbles of the world will make a return. I feel like this whole over-stylized, high production value, just dribble that's on the internet right now, we're definitely seeing the pendulum swing, and we want to go back to like that authentic, back to like the original YouTube of just like cat videos and people in their mom's basement just saying the most vile shit, Mm-hmm. But like it's authentic, and they totally believe it, and they're passionate. I think it's also another thing to kind of note. Because these people are pushing somebody else's agenda, not necessarily their own.
And all the AI, like I just saw something today. I guess there's like I knew there's apps out there, but there's an app now where like you can like, I'm not putting my picture on any app because who knows what they're doing with it. But like it was
training it.
Yeah, but it's like like little they can put your face on some hot chick sitting on a motorcycle. I saw.
I mean, we've been able to do that with Photoshop. I mean, deepfakes have actually been a thing. It was for a while, for at least a decade. Now that it's just so easily accessible, it is a little more. The situation is a little more sticky.
Yeah.
Now that just any Tom, Dick, or Harry can do it.
Yeah, because before, it's just like you had to learn. Actually have a little
you had
bit
to really
of
know what to
knowledge,
do and had to have certain software. Now you're just doing it in the cloud.
Yeah.
That's the biggest revolution. Everybody's doing everything in the goddamn cloud.
Download the app. Well, again, I mean, the internet's giving everyone freedom.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say freedom.
Well, not freedom, but it's like, before, there's 50 billion podcasts now, but, but back in the day, you would have had to get a job on like radio or TV, and now you can just jump on the internet.
Honestly, we need to go back to gatekeeping. I've listened to some of these podcasts, and not everybody needs a podcast, Mike. I feel like there needs, like, much like guns, there should be an application and a waiting period to receive your podcast equipment.
Let's start the committee, love.
Controversial, maybe.
Let's start the committee.
Yeah, there's people out there like really saying freedom of speech. Hey, to each their own. Believe what you want, but like, yeah, there should definitely be like a 3-day waiting period. Like, are you sure you want to make that podcast about your baby daddy? Are you sure? Internet is literally forever, but not really.
Wait, there's people just like talking about their person, just like, oh, my baby daddy and this and that.
Yeah.
Shout
out to my favorite Facebook post that I've seen in quite a time. I was on Twitter and I saw it. Well, this was a while ago, but like I saw it. It was just like this girl's like, shout out, like, dudes, when you fold a girl over, like while you're having the fun, sexy time, are you expecting me not to fart? And then her grandma just goes, "Love you, granddaughter." Why you gotta have 2 separate Facebooks? 2 separate.
I know you and I don't have access to her real account.
You don't want to.
Why?
It's boring.
See, she don't want me to know.
It's boring.
I could keep secrets, love. I can't keep secrets, Eve. Oh.
Philip.
You didn't hear that.
It's sunshine for the last day. Oh, whoops. Disregard, Ray.
Moonbeam.
Jokes aside. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious about what the season's going to be like for South Park, because I didn't really like the last season.
Did they say
policy? It's 6 freaking episodes.
Again?
Yeah, that's the standard now.
Did they say when it's going to start, the new one?
No, probably March is my best guess. If not September. Like it's no consistency either. Like South Park is just all over the place. You know what? When does Snow Day drop? I think that's why I said March. I feel like Snow Day is coming out in March, and they're probably gonna want to have the season out by then.
Oh, is that the next special?
No, the video game.
Oh, okay.
Let me look. I want to say it was March.
What is it? Snow Day?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Okay, hold on. Here's IGN.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, March 26th. So yeah, we should have a season around about that time.
Oh, that's right. I did see something about this game. Yeah.
I'm not really excited about it. Like, I kind of like the premise, but I saw the trailer and I'm just like, it's $50. I don't know. Maybe I'll buy it for the Switch. I don't know. If it's on the Switch, I'll get it. I think that kind of game looks better on a Switch graphics than say a PS5 or an Xbox.
Unless someone gets it for his son's PS5, could we do a video? Could we do an episode on that? Just play through the game.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, that'd be something.
March 26th when it comes out. Don't forget. Oh, don't pre-order. I cannot preach this. If you're in the video game community, I can't preach. Just stop pre-ordering. You're just giving them free money. The game's gonna be broken and they're gonna have to have a day 1 patch. Fuck them. I'm so sick. Not you, Spider-Man. Sony Spider-Man games. Not you. You're a peach. We love you. But everybody else can go fuck themselves.
Wow!
I swear to God, if GTA 6 comes out and needs a day 1 patch, I am gonna lose it. Absolutely lose it. If you can't get the game perfect in 10 years, there's a problem. Man, I've been so burned after freaking Cyberpunk, man. That was the most egregious one for sure. But like, I play The Sims 4, and just every single pack is always broken. Always takes 2 weeks to get a patch. Like, I'm just so over the video game industry. I just want a cartridge I have to blow in. Okay.
Hey-o!
Like, take me back to the. I'll take 8-bit any day, man. Maybe 16-bit. That once we got to 32 and 64-bit, that's where we went wrong. Not you, GoldenEye. You'll always be the OG.
That's what we could do every so often. We need to find a way to. Is there anywhere online we can like play old NES games and we can?
Do you have a Switch?
Yeah, we have a Switch. Yeah.
If you have the membership, I think the $7.99 membership, you can do the old NES, the old Super NES, and the old Nintendo 64 games.
Oh, that's right.
Otherwise, you need an emulator, and technically, emulator software is copyright infringement.
Mm.
Sorry, kids. I know, Queen of the High Seas and everything, but I just have to say this for legal reason. It is technically pirating, and I do not encourage it, especially when there's an easy, accessible option if you have a Switch. Nintendo don't play. AKA Nintendo don't play. They're almost as bad as Disney.
Pirates are.
Don't chance it.
Uh.
So yeah, if you wanted to, yeah, definitely do some Star Fox. Super Mario Brothers Smash. I'm terrible at that game. I don't know why I'm terrible at that game. I'm terrible at that game, but I love that game. Mario Kart, all that, yeah. Who else has a Switch? We could probably, we should start a Twitch just for that then. That's probably the easiest way.
Oh my.
Do we have friends that game? And I'm not talking about Marvel Snap Ray. Okay, nobody, no. There's not even a way to do multiplayer on Marvel Snap Ray. Otherwise, you probably have us all addicted with your affiliate code by this point.
Oh my!
Just kidding.
What the F? What the F?
But yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah, I don't know if Justin or Russell maybe. I don't know.
I do like the Switch. It is at the end of its life cycle or whatever, but like I thought during the pandemic it was a really great way for people like who couldn't like get out to like Animal Crossing and all these other little like cozy games that allow multiplayer and stuff. I recommend the Switch. I do if you like not for like actual hardcore gaming, but just for like chilling, just a little bit of mindless fun, community.
I mean, you get that on all the consoles now, can't you?
No.
Community. No.
Be in the lobby of Call of Duty or Battlefield. That's not community.
No.
That's not community.
Yeah, I know. I don't know about that, but yeah, like Luca and his friends would play like Madden or something.
Yeah, if you already have friends, sure, but like I'm just saying.
Making new friends. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I don't. Shout out to South Park. I'm curious to see. Like I said, I think that the ending was really weird, and the fact that he hated that. Right, that's the moral of the story at the end, where they get the limited edition cred from Randy, and they make sure that everybody sees Clyde with it.
Oh yeah,
and he takes a sip of it.
I thought he didn't like it, or he was just like, is it worth it?
It's never worth it.
Was it worth the cost?
I just remember when I was in elementary, middle school, those stupid "what would you do, Jesus" bracelets and slap bracelets, and having your birthday at Pizza Hut, Chuck E. Cheese, stuff like that. That's all we had to worry about. These kids are, I see high schoolers on their wish list Lululemon leggings. It's babes, those are $120.
Isn't that housewife stuff?
You don't even have a job.
Yeah.
What? What? You want a Stanley Cup? You barely drink a glass of water a day. What? Oh my God!
What is that whole thing? I saw Targets were selling out within minutes. I'm like, what the hell was it?
Well, because it was $40 down from $100.
Wow. What kind of cup?
I don't know. Blame TikTok.
What kind of cup?
Overconsumerism, overconsumption of everything. Blame TikTok.
So it doesn't do anything. It's just that it was on TikTok.
I guess it's the one that keeps your. I thought Yeti was the one that kept it the coldest. But I guess I don't know.
I was gonna say, if you want a cup that just keep your stuff hot or cold, there's cheaper ones than $100.
I guess it's the one that does it the best. Blame the influencers. I have no idea. I'm not easily influenced, right? I like what I like. This is the thing. This is the weird thing about me as a millennial. They say millennials have no name brand loyalty. I totally do. I like what I like. I like what I like, and I buy what I like. I am not influenced to change. I've used the same toothpaste since I was 20 years old.
Nice.
So
you kids,
understand.
You kids and your TikToks aren't going to influence her.
Seriously, all the name brand clothes, I know, like, I'm not shopping on. Shout out to you if you do. That's totally fine. Like Shein and Temu and that fast fashion. That's fine. I don't want a shirt that's gonna fall apart 2 days later.
I mean,
call me crazy.
I mean, again, unless you're in high school or an influencer, why do you need name brand clothes?
It's nice to feel nice, but like at the same time, sometimes it is worth investing in quality pieces that aren't gonna fall apart and end up in a landfill.
Yeah.
That's all. Or that you can like pass down to the Goodwill in good conscience. Like, oh, I gave this really nice piece to Goodwill. Somebody that needs a job interview can have it. You know what I mean? Like, I would cry if I saw something. Well, and that's what's actually kind of happening is that Goodwill is not being filled up with those good, solid pieces. They're being filled up with Shein trash because of this whole overconsumption culture.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if people are taking it that deep. Like, I don't think most people take South Park that deep. But it's interesting if you do. There's a lot of things you can get out of this one.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, more like this, less like the Pandaverse. Although the Pandaverse had its fun thing.
A few moments, but I think overall this one had more.
But not overall like this one, yeah.
All right. So, anything else, Old Hellfire?
No, give the kids their homework.
Well,
let us know if you watch Not Suitable for Children. Let us know what you thought of it. Are you still watching South Park? Have you ever watched South Park? Do you think South Park isn't suitable for children?
Send us feedback.
Spoilers, it's not supposed to be.
Send us feedback for a prize, kids. I don't know how much more effing easier I can make it.
You can even leave a voicemail for that. You don't even have to type.
We have voicemail, we have email, and you can send the audio to the email. There's so many different ways. So, yeah, send us all your South
Park. He was begging you to take his stuff, man.
Hey, oh, yeah, you take it. All right, so, yes, send us all your South Park feedback or send us your hot takes because next episode for our big 50th episode, Lilith and I are going to give you our 50 hot takes. Hottest takes. So, send us all that feedback to saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. That's
he got it! Yay!
saltyandpetty69@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES.
We need a voicemail just for Salty and Petty where it's like 420-69-60.
I think I looked. I was trying to get like 69-69 for the last 4 when I was setting it up, and of course they were all like taken. Of course. All right.
If you have that number, you want to sell it, let us know.
Oh my. Yeah, don't take that the wrong way. If you have that 420, no. All right, kids. So, yes. So, you can also find all of the Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, you can buy, support us buying t-shirts or cups, phone cases, or we have a Cash App. You just drop money on us just to be a nice person. Or join the Patreon, because, again, if you thought this episode was wild, that's nothing compared to what's on the Patreon or what's coming on the Patreon. So we made a promise and we're going to keep it in 2024. Lilith Hellfire on Patreon will be
more vicious and brutal than ever.
Also, I think our February Patreon is going to be super interesting.
Oh, yes. I was gonna,
don't tell me you forgot that quick.
No. Yeah, no. No, I just had to go through the Rolodex in my head. It was like, okay, Patreon? Okay. I do many shows, Little Hellfire. We're going to tell them what it is?
Yeah, what is it?
Aren't we doing... We're reviewing
the Avian Awards.
Yeah, we're covering...
And we might have a special guest for it, maybe?
Are you working on this?
I'm trying. It's like wrangling cats, honestly. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. Little Hellfire has inroads. Kids, again, help support us, man. I bring the comic creators, she brings the porn stars. Hey-oh. You know what? Pay us.
Worlds collide, man.
Pay us for this porn interviews, and Lilith can write her Vegas trips off on her taxes. Oh, Lilith's like, I didn't think of that. Wink. All right, so find everything all at one place. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. All right, social influencer Lilith Hellfire. Where can people find you?
I'm actually a social de-influencer. I say don't buy anything. Save your money this year. Put it in stocks. Put it in bonds. Put it in a CD for all I care. Just don't give the corporations your money this year. Anyway, yeah, I'm not on social media. I'm out touching grass while I'm listening to podcasts. You should do the same. There's nothing to get wet about anyway. Yeah, Lowen Bobart.
Wow. Yeah. Oh. South Park, I need a
You gotta be on the Patreon member to understand that reference.
Trey, Matt, I need a Lone Mower episode. Please.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Oh, we all know what she's done in a theater. There's video.
Your mother's a whore!
Alright. God. If this episode was like this, kids, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next episode for our 50th.
50 hot takes.
These were our mild takes this time. Wait till next episode for our hot takes.
Yeah, I was actually nice to South Park. I wasn't nice to South Park last time.
And again, send us your hot takes, people. It could be about entertainment, pop culture. Noel, send me some socialist rants.
Where is Noel with his socialist rants?
Send me your top 2 or 3 biggest socialist rants, Noel. All right, kids, come back next time. Remember, tell them we got cred.
I got cred.
Tastes like apple juice.